But I want to say one thing to the American people. I want you to listen to me. I'm going to say this again. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky.
Good evening. This afternoon in this room, from this chair, I testified before the Office of Independent Counsel and the grand jury. I answered their questions truthfully, including questions about my private life, questions no American citizen would ever want to answer. Still, I must take complete responsibility for all my actions, both public and private. And that is why I am speaking to you tonight. As you know, in a deposition in January, I was asked questions about my relationship with Monica Lewinsky. While my answers were legally accurate, I did not volunteer information. Indeed, I did have a relationship with Miss Lewinsky that was not appropriate. In fact, it was wrong. It constituted a critical lapse in judgment and a personal failure on my part for which I am solely and completely responsible.
Political opponents warning they think the topic is still fair game.
Monica Lewinsky is back in the news.
Well, she's perfectly free to do that. She is, in my view, an American who gets to express herself however she chooses. But that's, not something that I spent a lot of time thinking about.
Really?
Really. Yeah. I mean, I wrote about it in my book, Living History. I dealt with it at the time. I have moved on, and that's how I see, my life and my future.
You're not looking at me thinking, here she is asking these questions.
No, because I knew you would. I knew you'd have to. I mean, it's something in the news. You have every right to ask, and I have every right to tell you how I feel.
Did you call her a narcissistic Looney Tune?
I am not going to comment on what I did or did not say back in the late 90s.
So, here now we bring you Monica in her own words. Monica, you have been described as a bimbo, a stalker, a seductress. Describe yourself.
I think I'm very loving. I'm very loyal. I think I'm intelligent. I think I certainly feel that I have been misportrayed in the past year.
Trying to have a conversation with you would be like trying to argue with a dining room table. I have no interest in doing it.
We're going to California and Texas and New York, and we're going to South Dakota and Oregon and Washington and Michigan, and then we're going to Washington, D.C. to take back the White House. Ah!
No, you weren't, Larry.
Shut up, it's my turn.
I know, but you got your name wrong, Brady, on national television. No. How did you celebrate your 50th birthday?
Oh, so it hasn't happened.
Can you understand why people would worry about that? Because they're ignorant.
Yeah, I am on a drug. It's called Charlie Sheen. But
Are you going to OD? Are you going to die?
That's for amateurs. Come on, no, I'm fine. I've always had a plan, and I've always executed it perfect.
And Joaquin, I'm sorry you couldn't be here tonight.
That's very nice of you to joke about.
It's a joke. Where are you going? What are you doing?
She's done with you.
When I compare myself to Steve Jobs or Walt Disney, Howard Hughes, David Stern, Michelangelo, Da Vinci, Jesus.
You know I'm going to be really terse with these Star Trek questions that I've answered for 23 years.
Number 1, Tom Cruise jumps the couch.
We've never seen you behave this way before. I know.
Some actors fake tears, and some actors fake excitement. It's what they do. So was it a huge...
Psychiatry is a pseudoscience.
If I were running The View, I'd fire Rosie. I mean, I'd look her right in that fat, ugly face of hers. I'd say, Rosie, you're fired.
Left the first wife, had an affair. Left the second wife, had an affair. Had kids both time, but he's the moral compass for 20-year-olds in America.
Make him an offer he can't refuse. Goodbye.
At no point were you running a gym?
No, running a gym. What, you need a workout or something? Gee,
Jesus fucking Christ, with these guys. I come on the news for 2 seconds, and you want to say, every time I do an interview, a guy wants to open his fucking mouth. Can't even do a little fucking routine here.
We thought that you could
what,
hold
go
back.
f- yourself, you know what?
I was just practicing my judo. Gotta go to class tonight.
Oh, yeah, Thursday night.
Yeah.
Bart, I've been meaning to talk to you about that judo. Now, that may be okay for some folks, but if I was you, I wouldn't fool with it.
You kidding, Andy? This is the greatest self-defense in the world. You can break a man's arm with this stuff.
Yeah, you get a hold of the big, strong guy, he'll break your arm.
Oh, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Are you kidding?
Well, Barn,
Look, let me show you something we're going to work on tonight. Now, this is a knife.
Miss Ruler?
Yeah, take this knife and try to run me through. Stand right over here and come run at me. Get a run started.
What if I run you through?
You ain't gonna hurt me. Just come right at me. I'll give you the signal.
And run you through?
Try and run me through. I'll watch what I do. Right?
Okay.
Hold it.
You gonna do all that to me?
I ain't gonna